In this video, I have 10 mega rich hidden gem fragrances. Why do I call them mega rich? Because some of them were quite expensive originally, and I found them dirt cheap. I will show you how to buy them like that. We're going to start today with Givenchy Pie from 1988. Watch to the end of the video, because I have a special announcement for you hardcore viewers that watch throughout the whole thing. Other titles that you will see in today's video are AMYRIS and Guerlain and some cool hidden gems, and a few for women too. This is Givenchy Pie Givenchy from 1998. Other fragrances that came out that year were like EMPORIO Armani, POLO Extreme Sport, and Declaration by Cartier. Even Hanemori HM, which is really available to this day. Tommy Hilfiger Athletics, you ever heard of that one? And another one that's not available today is called Good Life by Davidoff. It's a green bottle. All came out the same year as this, so I would consider that a Hall of Fame year, especially for hidden gems. Up with a moderate projection of sweet citruses, spicy floral notes. When I was first starting at the fragrance store I used to work at, men of a more mature age used to buy this, and I wasn't interested in it because I was all into 212 Carolina Herrera and Acqua di Gio, you know, those type of clubbing discotheque type fragrances. And I didn't like this, but it was selling like crazy back in the early 2000s. Now I would recommend Givenchy Pie for ages 19 to 90. Givenchy Pie is very strong at first, and I have to get past it. But if you play the video till the end of the movie, as if, meaning you smell it to the dry down, you can see it starts out with some herbaceous, green, and sweet notes, like a sweetened sugared wood. And now I can appreciate fragrances like this, and I might even wear it, but it still is very strong. It attacks personally my olfactory, but it's a very, very well made fragrance. That fragrance perfumers strive to get this sort of feeling of boozy vanilla. Alberto Marias actually created this. It's got almond, tonka, vanilla, and benzoin take the lead as the fragrance dries down. 5 sprays last 5 hours. To be quite honest with you on this fragrance, this bottle is from 2011 actually. And if you find the one with the pie signal down below, it might be a little bit stronger, a little bit more decadent, but you can find those. I give you permission to buy it no higher than $80 for 3.4 ounces. These bottles are $50 to give you an idea, and you can buy testers even cheaper. It doesn't matter because it doesn't have a cap anyway, but this one came in the box, the newer formulations as well. So one of our viewers, her name is Heather, she said if she ever gets a new boyfriend or a boyfriend, she would buy this for him. Another girl said, I love the smell of this on men so much, it makes me fall in love with them. So this is the kind of fragrance you're dealing with, a very hardcore compliment that women are very attracted to. So you got that going for you. Maybe that's why all the guys were wearing it that back then in the early 2000s. Some fragrances that you might like are called Carolina Herrera CH Privé. If you like that, you will like Givenchy Pie. Another fragrance that shares many of the similar notes is called 1992's Paloma Picasso Minoture. It shares notes like wild tarragon, lily of the valley, vanilla, cedarwood, stuff like that. It shares 40 to 50% of the same notes. This is a little bit different than that, but it's got that same genre, so to speak. The next fragrance is really cool. It came out in 2004. It's called L'Instant de Guerlain. Now this bottle here is probably a 2011 bottle, and this is about $100 to $120 if you type in vintage Guerlain fragrance. It's got lemon and aniseed and jasmine all put together. The spice in here is like a licorice spice. Now this is the formula that I like the best. You even have cacao and tea. It's got a lapsang tea in it, and it gives you freshness from the lavender. Lapsang tea is a black tea. It gives you a dry effect, and that's what I really like. This fragrance mixes well with the teas and the jasmine and the sweet florals and the aniseed all together. Also sandalwood in here is delicious, giving it this slightly warm, slightly powdery effect in L'Instant de Guerlain. The cedar woods blends together great, so nicely with the bergamot, which is a citrus, and the jasmine, you know, jasmine florals. It gives you this cleansing, and right when you spray it, grounding, neutralizing effect. It just makes you feel good. It's like a welcoming, woody, sweet aroma. That's what you get with this fragrance. You could wear this to a black tie event, or you could be a valet car parker and wear this as well. Either way, you're going to smell good. If you're a lawyer, you could wear this too. Are you a lawyer? Comment down below. It's an elegant, aristocratic, casual, all-in-one, highly versatile fragrance. Combination of musk and cacao makes this smell such a long time. I'm getting 8 hours out of this. Now, if you wanted to find a fragrance just like it, they reissued this in 2016. It's probably $40, and it doesn't last as long as this lasts, 7 hours. And it's got a soft central, but it does last at least 5 hours. The newer formulations is a different looking bottle than this as well. Audience for this bottle is 25 years and up. Now, if you can find this 2004 bottle, which I did link one below, I don't know if it'll be there by the time you click on the link, $100 to $130 is the price to pay for this. More so 100 to 110. If you're paying a little bit more than that, well, you're just getting a good one, but it's 110 would be a great price to find this. For a similar scent cheaper that has the IFRA standards, again, you get the $30-40 Guerlain Lens 10 from 2016, or you can try Canon Norwegian Wood for $10 that shares many of the same notes. You can buy that on Amazon for $10. Next, from 1973, Hermes 900. Right on the bottle it says Eau de Cologne Herbal, whatever that means, herbal eau de cologne. Now, Hermes 900 is a fragrance I would picture if you are owning an antique store of a higher class antiques or something like that. You would be wearing this good. You know, those guys that wear those cool little Andy Cap hats and have nice distressed leather look on them, and they wear this. Like those guys that have that road show, antique show, and they drive around in a Mercedes-Benz van and pick up $1,000 antiques. This would be perfect. Why? Because it's an old fragrance. I feel like it fits you perfectly. If you like something that's only 20 bucks and lasts a huge long time, and it's not really a barbershop scent, it's a little bit more green and sweet, you will like this. It has a similar scent to a fragrance called Aromatics Elixir. It's got a dirty rose, light, dusty dry down on it. Next up is a fragrance I found for $500 at Neiman Marcus, but I didn't pay that for it. I got it for $200. It's authentic KURDIJIAN'S AMYRIS for FEMME. It's basically a sugary black currant lemon fragrance that lasts a nice long time. It's youthful, classy, and uplifting. If you were considering buying this, it's got some woods and powderiness to it. It's made by KURDIJIAN. After about 20 minutes, the woods start taking. After about 20 minutes on KURDIJIAN'S AMYRIS per FEMME, the woods start taking a greater presence, and the musk comes in with this. It makes a great, safe springtime fragrance for you ladies. Again, $400 at Neiman Marcus. The links down below are less than $250. Another fragrance, if you wanted, or if you are a lady looking for a cheap hidden gem, try this one, Creation by Lapidus. Now, this one said $35. You can find this at a swap meet maybe. I found it for $15 because I negotiated. The lady couldn't sell it. Creation was launched in 2011. Creation is by Jean-Pierre Wheel. Top notes are honey and neroli and orris root, and middle notes are carnation, rose, and jasmine, and Creation has amber and musk in it. It's nice performance for the price. You will find this for $20 also. I put the links down below. If you like fragrances like Paloma Picasso for women or Diva, you will like Creation by Ted Lapidus. There is a touch of smokiness in this fragrance after I sprayed it due to the combination of the moss and the musk notes. Ted Lapidus Creation is a head turner fragrance, so be careful when you spray it. I would say 4 sprays would be enough. Here's a fragrance that last year, 2 years ago, was around $180 to $200. It's called AJMAL CUIR Musk. AJMAL CUIR Musk is a leather fragrance from 2015. The fragrance is by Abdullah Ajmal, and they are a fragrance company. They make stuff like Ajmal Blue, which is supposedly smelling like Bleu de Chanel. This is a fruity, sweet, musky raspberry on top of a mossy tobacco with a whisper of some kind of green magic inside it. Basically, as the time goes by, you get more smoky, more mossy, more leathery, tobacco-y type fragrance. It's pretty cool. It's got this fruity note in the background. It's quite masculine. Longevity was good, 8 hours on this. The projection is about moderate. It's just an unknown fragrance. I don't know if you ever heard of it. You might like it. If you like leather fragrances, the first 2 to 3 hours it projects pretty well, and then it sits close to the skin the rest of the evolution. This is probably better for colder weather, but it is easily to be worn because of the fruity notes in the background all year long. Compliments are about average. Age is 25 and up on this. To call it out, this smells like musky raspberry tobacco leather. The hidden gem of the day is coming up. It's a bona fide hidden gem, and it is called EQUIPAGE. This is the original bottle by HERMES. This was launched in 1970. HERMES EQUIPAGE. Guy Robert was the perfumer on this. This has a top note of Brazilian rosewood, flower, aldehyde, your typical fragrance composition from the 70s. You got tarragon, marjoram, all the notes, carnation, cinnamon. Can you picture this fragrance already in your head as I named the notes? Oak moss, patchouli, tonka, vetiver, vanilla base like that on top of some amber. People really have a love for this exact bottle here, this fragrance, and even the new one. They have like a hardcore cult following. It's an olfactory overdose that you would wear with a tux, or you would wear with a tweed jacket and jeans. It's very elegant, grown up, and a mature fragrance. One guy told me a story that he used to actually work for very, very ultra-rich billionaires in their horse stable on their property, and the horse leather of the horses, you know, the thing that you sit on, the saddles, and it gives them a smell of this, like an old dusty leather as opposed to brand new leather shoes. This, he said, stinks of class and muddy. Next fragrance by Narciso Rodriguez for women. All the YouTube girls say this is the best date night fragrance. It's heavily hyped, and I do agree with them. It's a great fragrance. Created by Christine Nagel. It smells so good even after one spray. I love it. It's got this orange note right in the beginning. African orange, which is like a sweet orange. And you've got the vanilla in here, and it's totally sexy. And it won awards back then in 2004 and again in 2007. Totally a modern fragrance for those 2 years, and it's still to this day demanding prices way over $100. I think I found this one for $65, 3.4 ounces. In a moment, I'm going to tell you a fragrance you can get that smells similar, that's way cheaper, ladies. Basically, this is an extremely addicting fragrance, and it's got a beautiful, one of the most beautiful female fragrance openings I've ever smelled, and it has a nice projection on it. Fresh day of spring right after it rains and the sun comes out. What a perfect time with the humidity and the blue skies, and you're all dressed up, and you'll get so many compliments because I will compliment you too. So for a similar scent, cheaper, you don't want to spend $100. It's the going rate even at the department stores or even on eBay. They're $70, $80. Don't be fooled. Make sure you get a real one. Get this one here called JACOMO for her, Eau de Parfum. It's not exactly the same, but it's a woody floral rose fragrance with a lasting formula. It smells very close to it, and it's a cheaper version of this fragrance, and it's about $20. JACOMO for her. Thank you for watching this video. It's you, the hardcore viewers, that make it to the end that I'm going to offer this to. This is a brand new bottle of Hummer. I've got 2 to give away this weekend. I will pick the winner by Sunday. If you want to join this entry contest, comment down below, share the video. Tell me I want to be entered in the contest, and you will be entered to win this Humvee 3.4. Please, for 48 lower states of the United States of America, if you are from out of the country, this bottle weighs 15 ounces. Create a label and mail it to me, and you get this free anywhere in the country. If you can create the label 15 ounces, I'll mail it to you free. Comment down below some of your cheap hidden gem finds. I want 2 titles, and let me know if you want me to create some more of these videos, because I have 212 other hidden gems I'm about to buy 10 at a time. Peace and love. I'll see you in the next video.